name is Jason Brindell and I'm the creator of GravBall GM. I created GravBall because I wanted to play a sports franchise management game. I've played plenty of sports simulation board games, and while I like them, they take too much time to realistically allow you to make meaningful choices that stretch across seasons. I wanted something that gave me the feeling of draft day in fantasy football, but then also gave me the kind of player agency that you'd find in a civ building game. So I designed GravBall GM. It's a legacy style experience where an entire season can be played in about 2 hours, and so you're constantly either receiving gratification for the choices you've made or getting to make relevant new ones that you'll see play out over the course of the next few seasons. I can't wait to show you how it works, but first, let's get to a few specifics. Alright, so you can think of a season of GravBall as being made up of mini-games that emulate all the decisions that general managers have to make, using different game mechanics. Upgrading your coach works a little like deck building, free agency works like a blind bidding mechanic, and every phase allows for variable player powers. None of these mini-games, though, is more important than the games of GravBall themselves. For GravBall to work, games had to be abstracted down enough to play fast, but not so abstract that the players wouldn't develop connections to their players or immersion in the sport. Let me show you how they work. To begin a game of GravBall, each team puts out a roster of 6 players, corresponding to 6 positions, with the goalie in the back. Each player card has 6 skills on the right side, which determine what dice the player rolls when testing that skill. You'll also have your coach, who comes with their own set of unique abilities, and they'll come with a coaching deck that you'll build over multiple seasons that can influence different parts of each game. Finally, each team comes with a set of play call cards, which you play at the beginning of possession and determine what your strategy is for that possession. Play call cards are a major factor in determining the outcome of games. To begin each possession, each player chooses a play call card, plays it face down, and assigns letter tokens to each of their players. The combination of play calls then determines what dice are rolled by each player. For instance, if I call a deep go, and my opponent calls man-to-man, my A player will roll their catching and athleticism, my B player will roll their passing, and my C player will roll their strength. Both players will then tally up the points their players roll, and the team that scored more points will have an opportunity to score. Scoring is handled by a wagering system that adds 2 factors: bonus dice given out to either team, and whether or not the team gets to choose a shooter. It's tougher to create a shot for your best player, so that costs more points, but it's more rewarding. Or you can always call in Lady Luck and take more, lower quality shots. Depending on the game situation and your cards in hand, both can be viable strategies. After each team has played 2 possessions, either a winner is determined or the game goes to overtime. Games are quick. They only last about 10 minutes, but they provide enough tactical decisions to give your team an identity and allow you enough tools to mitigate the dice. The better roster usually wins, but the game can still swing on a well-timed coaching card or even just blind dumb luck, and the wagering for shots generally keeps games engaging right up until the final buzzer. As the GM, you'll also need to make smart choices outside the games. Your players are going to get injured, tired, or just become unhappy, and they're constantly improving and degrading. Your home office board offers you a wealth of customization options to personalize your team and create advantages in certain areas. You can build through the draft, improve your coach, avoid injuries, win in free agency, and more. Building a sustainable long-term strategy while making shrewd short-term moves is how you create a champion. Unfortunately, we don't have time to go over every part of the game in this video, but you can rest assured that giving the player compelling, long-reaching choices is a consistent theme throughout. I don't think there's any sports game that offers as much choice in regards to long-term roster building, and I've never played an engine building or resource management game that offers the same burst of excitement and immersion that the high-stakes sports world does. It's at this intersection between those 2 genres that GravBall sits, and I think that's what makes it special and fun. I hope you'll agree. Thanks for watching.